heart, straight from the heart. A lot of men are beginning to rub adultery to the faces of our women. A lot of men feel it's normal, it's okay to cheat. And they do it codedly. What do they do? How do they do it? Or what do they do? They do away with their first wife or the wives they've had and go for another one, calling it divorce. But I call it adultery. I call it cheating because this thing somehow favors men in our society. As a woman, if you try that, you might not be married again. Imagine walking away from your husband's house and you don't have, or you have children attached with you. First of all, you wouldn't even want to go. That's a woman for you. Once a woman has children, unless she's in an abusive home, which most times I don't even talk about, because recently I heard a young girl were committed in church. The boy to an usher in church. This was trending some few days back on Nigeria. And this girl, the boy killed her through physical abuse, battered her to death. She never said so. If you see her in church, according to what was going on or trending, she was always smiling, looking very happy, and all of that, not knowing that she was going through domestic violence. That's to tell you how much a woman can endure. I don't know how we've been wired to believe that nothing is more important than marriage. That's how we've been wired. Marriage is very important. It is God's design, it's not even man's design. From the Garden of Eden, God's presence, Eden, God's presence. So it's God's design. But I think that God gave purpose first before marriage. So I think that is what it is. When after creating Adam, he said, go be fruitful, multiply, dominate, subdue. Gave him something to do, gave him work. So your work should be in line with your purpose. That was first. Adam was already busy. It was when he was now lonely that God looked and said that this person needs a companion and looked and a helpmate. And that was when Eve came into play. You want to live long as a woman, not in your marriage. I want to live long and healthy. Go back to your purpose. Go start from your work. You have to learn to balance this thing. But for me, I think I'll give you illustrations to tell you that your purpose, because that is our topic today, your purpose is more important than your marriage. To tell you that your purpose is very important and it's more important than your marriage. Because at the end of the day, like Jesus would say, there is no giving in marriage, there is no marriage in heaven. I remember that was what Pastor Chris said when the divorce saga was everywhere and other things. Who almost want to crucify him. At the end of the day, just say there's no marriage in heaven. Sometimes we don't know what happened on that, but that was it. And I think that ends. Nobody talks about it again. You can't tell what's happened to both parties, understand? And everybody went their ways. But what am I saying in essence? Your purpose is very important. As a woman, don't lose yourself in the name of marriage. I'll start May Edochie's story. Don't lose yourself. And I will tell you women that died. And the person they suspect to be the side chick for which they killed themselves or they died, the man went back to that woman. So who lose now? No, who lose? So sometimes you carry this thing on your head, but you carry it with sense. You understand? That's why you should find something that keeps you busy, keeps you focused, keeps you driving aside that marriage. Else, you learn the hard way. Else, you're gonna cry. Let's start with May Edochie. May Edochie was lovely married to Yul Edochie for years, almost going to 20 years of marriage, right? And everything seemed peaceful, everything seemed okay, everything seemed well. We didn't know what was happening behind the curtain or behind the scene. Until one day, I think she said she saw the post online because when you are married to a celebrity or a very popular person, you have tendency of seeing something like that. It's always there. Maybe a shocker. She thought maybe it was, but what came online, I think I also saw the video online, was the fact that Yul Edochie did traditional, a low key kind of traditional marriage to a girl, a woman that was also into the acting industry that already had a child for him. And his defense was that there are a lot of men that are doing these things and they're not coming out. And besides, Africans are polygamous in nature, is our culture to be polygamous, a lot of things. And there were a lot of justification from his side, and he felt nobody should tell him what to do with his life, right? Not long, the son died, and the whole scenario, if you look at it, the person that bears the brunt and the weight of it more, without being told, is the woman. You know why it is the woman? Of course, she walked away. People are keep telling her go back. She said that was not the agreement. Polygamy was not the agreement in the marriage. She walked away from the marriage anyway. I think the man wanted it to be polygamous. She stays there and that thing, that woman stays. But she said no, she walked away. That's not part of the agreement. So what happened is this. If she chooses to, as she's married or she was married already and she has children, tell me which young man he married Ime Edochie. Most people that are coming around her are married men. They will not want to marry her, but they want to test what Ime Edochie has been eating. So you see the stuff, this marriage saga, divorce, whatever, don't favor you as a woman in Africa. Over there in the West, I don't know, maybe it favors them a little because you see somebody at 25 or at 35 is married 4 times and is divorced. So you can see somebody that will really, but here, there's nothing is ever going to prepare you for the kind of judgment you will get outside as a divorced woman. So I realized that whole scenario came to my mind someday, and I realized that a lot of women would prefer to die in an abusive marriage than to go out because sometimes you are seen as the loser. In short, you are the loser because your life is stuck. So what I'm saying in this video is very simple. Aside that marriage, optimize your purpose, optimize your value. Have something that keeps you busy. Have something that you're passionate about. Have something that you can literally die for. Paul said, this one thing I do, forgetting the things that are behind. I hope you know that Paul was a married man. Being a Pharisee, he missed his marriage. But just like the Muslims, I think they do a lot of things. When you turn against the faith, they kind of ostracize you, something like that. So that was what happened. And he was willing because he was not ashamed of the gospel. So he was willing to go the extra mile to do anything for the gospel. I hope you also know that Paul single-handedly evangelized almost the whole of Europe. That was the passion, the flame of fire that was burning with him. So marriage was nothing. The purpose he got was nothing. The law he got, everything was counted nothing just for the cause of Christ. So that is how passionate you should be for your purpose. Women, because it's trend happening now, is it not opening your eyes? Is it not shocking you? Are you not understanding that it's as if we are losing? You don't have all the children, you think that being a good girl will keep the man. If he wants to walk away, he's always been walking away. He only made it official. He only rubbed the adultery in your face. He's always been straying. Yes, straying. He has always been straying. I don't want to use the word here, but I'll use it in pidgin. The man, okay, that is what it is. For a man to go bring another woman to the house, it means that man first of all have a community purpose and community bola. Understand? Anybody that's in Nigeria will understand what I'm talking about. So he just needed to just bring it inside. He has so much it needs that he has to go and bring it inside. Understand? So the point is this: be very intentional with your purpose. May it not shock you. Like, is it like you brace up? Have a life outside your marriage. I know say may you go understand, start having extra, not at all. The life outside marriage is don't this circumlocute round your life. Everything is, kitchen, husband, children, home. Hey, there is more to life than that, right? Everything is all about your family, everything is all about your children, everything is all about, there is nothing, your life literally paused because you got married. How on earth is that? The assignment God will ask you. Yes, He gave you a home, you're responsible for that home. In short, it's the man that is responsible for the home. I'll talk about that. The assignment of the home is the man's duty. This is not feminism talk here. I'll give you from the scriptures because marriage is actually God's institution. So when I say women don't fulfill purpose, I mean that women most time undermine their purpose and hype what is not even so relevant in the sight of God, even though it's important because it is the platform and the environment for procreation and a healthy family, healthy children, and all of that, right? So what happened is this: the man is the sole responsible answer to the creator for his family. I'll give you from the Garden of Eden experience because marriage is basically God's idea and God's ordination. Did you know that Eve ate the fruits? Said the devil deceived her and she ate the fruit, right? Yes. When she ate the fruits, gave the husband, because Bible is a book of revelation. If you read it like a story, you just follow what everybody's talking about. But if God opens your eyes, you see things that nobody has seen. When God came, because Eden was actually like is their home, means God's presence, where God's presence was there and the fellowship with him. When God came in the cool of the evening, the person he called was Adam. Getting these things. Adam, where are you? Eve committed the crime. Let's do it that way. Eve was the one that strayed. But when God came to the home, he questioned the man. So the woman is a helpmeet. The man is the is when you are the leader, you are leader in everything, from spiritual, your home, and other things. You set the pace, we follow. Understand? You set the pace, we follow. So God came and asked him, Adam, where are you? And going further, I said, have you eaten of the fruit I asked you? Was it not Eve that carried the fruit? Are you seeing this thing? So it takes a deeper study and God opening your eyes to understand that the whole solely is a man's responsibility. So if a home fails, there is no one in the house to take care of the home. It is the man that sets the pace of the home, how the home should run. I pray men see this video and watch it and understand that the responsibility of keeping a home 90% is in their hands because God will hold you responsible for that. It's in scripture. I'm just giving you the scriptural lines now because I talk from in line with my faith. He asked Adam, and there was the point is this: you see choices. Oh my God, choices are very free. You're free to make any choice you want to make, but the consequences of that choice, karma, you don't have to choose whether you like it or not, good or bad. Depending on the choices you make, you must always take the consequences. All right. So that is it. You see, May Doche, that one happened. What happened? Maybe back to our story. Immediately after the man, what's it called? After the man took a wife and moved in, and every day he paints the woman in her face and all of those stuff. What happened? She took her life seriously. And her life here is her purpose. She's released a song. She obviously and she's an ambassadorial whatever to a lot of brands out there. In short, the world came to her empathy because barely some months after the man left, the son died, slumped and died. And it was so pathetic. And if you look at it, she was just, you know, there was a vacuum. Husband vacuum was there. A child losing her first son. No words would describe his pain. I remember she did a live one time. She was like, she doesn't even wish her enemy what she's going through. So you notice that this thing, when a marriage backfires, let me use the word backfire, it didn't work out. The woman bears the pain the more. It hurts you the more because you lose more. The man can still walk away and go and marry. As a woman with children, you don't marry. So you see why some women die in abusive homes. Because already society have judged you. So if you're walking away, you're just going to maybe end up with other married men that will not still marry you. So I believe, no, that's another talk for another day. Men should be trained. I had that issue with my mother. I said, You guys don't raise men. You raise women for marriage. Any I can beat my chest to say that over and over again. Most men were never raised to be in marriage. They were just raised to, I don't even know. But preparing men for marriage, most men were never raised. I I stand to be corrected. You could see it from a lot of people because in like they don't even and parents, if you know, even if you see where parents are correcting children, it's mostly the girl. You don't know you're going to be married. This is what you go and do in your husband's house. The man, nobody have told him to close your legs. Don't you know that I can impregnate 20 girls in 20 days? You don't hear those kind of things. But you carry pregnancy in this house. You do this. So the emphasis is even on the wrong gender. God will hold you guys responsible. I'm quoting this. I'm using my Bible as a standard. Now it's not like this was a revelation that God showed me like 3, 4 years ago. The responsibility of a home, either it falls or stands, depends on the man. That is, if ate something, God came and asked him, "Have you eaten the fruit?" Who wrote the Bible? Shane and men, right? Let me put that way. It was written by most men of faith. So why did he ask men? So these are details. No, God is interested in the details. These are the details in the Bible that you won't even learn in Bible school. It takes in-depth knowledge of God's word and God exposing it to you to understand. But it's not what you can't see it in any Bible school. I'm just being sincere with you. But there is a revelation that comes when you read the word. And if God opens your eyes to see to understand that yes, this is what you need to do. You understand? So that is it. This woman had to pick up the pieces of her life at 39 and 40. And of course, I'm telling you the truth. If she's going to tell you, because people had wanted her to open up, talk something, say something, but she's never said anything. She just, but sometimes when I look at her, even the daughter Daniela, I'm telling you the truth, I could see the pains. You could literally see it in them. You know that these people need therapy. Therapy is not, Africans will not understand that. There are things somebody will go through. You need somebody to sit you down and start talking to you. Get back to your normal self. Because she had sacrificed her life on the altar of marriage. There was no maid, though she will only see her maybe once in a while. The husband would showcase her. While he was going around to shoot videos, he was also shooting other women. And then he caught the woman and shot, unfortunately. So she picked up the pieces of her life and started doing papers. That is why I'm telling you now, your papers is more important than your marriage. Know how you balance it. Understand? Have something that takes have a baby. No, what I mean a baby. Have like a brain work. There are things you'll be so soaked that we don't pray for those things to happen. I think men, because men should be wired to. That's why I said they don't even train them to be married. They train them to be at loose. Most parents are with your people. They never sat their child down. They want to be sincere to them. This is what's happening in marriage. Most parents have never done that. The men, how do you learn when you have not been mentored, when you have not been fathered on how to father a family? So how do you learn that? So that's by the way. So this woman now picked up the pieces of her life. I'm saying that because it hurts me more because most women are stagnated. They want to get it all in the home, but you can balance this and you can multitask as women. They want to get it all kitchen, my family, my kitchen, my home, my this. What is your purpose in life? You don't know. It's husband, kitchen, family, home. Nobody says it's not important. That is where a good family should be based from a family. But aside that thing, what is that other purpose? What is your reason for existence? That is what we call purpose. What exactly this is that made she's life now has meaning, has value. It's a Christian song she wrote. She's even singing another one. Komole, that one was so nice. Right now she's singing another one with other artists. And then you see she's bringing value to the community. She goes out for charity works. She comes out to encourage. No, she doesn't even encourage because most times it's it's still heavy on her. You could see it sometimes. It's still heavy. And I'm like, God, I don't know. I used to feel that there was I can't describe that. Understand? A man just wants to stray, he strays away. I don't think your being nice can hold him. If he wants to go, he will go. We've never had any scandal between these two people. The man will come out and praise her every of her birthday, show her once in a while. There was never anything that you could smell that was bad. In short, I remember one time the man was like, This was the only sin I ever committed. Please forgive me. He made it like a public. But I think she wanted, we can't be three in this place. It's choked. This woman needs to go. She's a strange woman. And virtually a lot of people are like, people feel though, but he said nobody should tell him how to live his life. Yes, already doing this. We must not rub it on our faces. We're actually rubbing adultery on this woman's face and you're calling it polygamy or whatever. That's what I call it, adultery. You can keep this woman in your place. After all, you've been doing things with her for her to get pregnant and that is that was when you now paid the price because you don't want to have a child outside. You could have done this thing and nobody will even know. And you will still live with that woman because I know some people, according to him, said a lot of men have wives outside. It's like that. It's so I don't know how to describe it. There are no words to describe these things. It can be very painful because you feel used. That is number one. Number two, hmm, my brothers and sisters, is the one that is trending everywhere. Annie, Dibia, and Tubaba. I think I grew up. I remember. Let me start with this story first. It will make you laugh. Oh my God. African Queen. Hmm. Excuse me. I had a debate then in university, and they were asking me what song would they want. What song would you want to be ushered in with? I said African Queen by Two Face. I remember I love the song. It makes you feel like a baby girl. It makes you feel loved and appreciated, right? So I said African Queen. Anyway, long and short of it, the debate never held. I've been never held. Which I write grammar now. So that is by the way. But that was how I loved African Queen. Remember those days, NTA, once the song starts playing, I think Annie Dibia featured in that song, My African Queen. I would just be like, you just feel, those are affirmative words. You feel so loved. The man is praising you. I remember weddings during that era, they must sing African. One of the DJ song was the African Queen. Things like that. Hyping you. At the end of the day, according to Annie, he said her first child is Dibia's fifth. Fifth, let me use that. Is fifth. Her first is his fifth. So it's actually an indicator that this person was not hiding his excesses. And this is one mistake that most of us women make. Maybe because we're not properly oriented. At times, maybe desperation that you think you can change a Casanova, maybe giving him back, front, doggy, whatever style you want to give him, make him stay. Oh my God. If he wants to stray, I've just realized that not you. If a man wants to stray, he will still stray. Okay, let me use the word. If an adult wants to stray, he takes the hand of Jehovah and an encounter for the person to say, because of this I will not. But because you are in his life, if he wants to knock in front of you, he will knock and tell you nothing will happen. Do you understand? So I don't know what she was thinking because already he's a community knocker and then you should expect something that I'm sure she knows already because if her first is his fifth, she already knows that this guy is a community knocker. She feels that being the woman in the house, no wahala. Some women have said things like that. Provided you are the woman in the house, make the man go dey collect outside, dey come back. Somehow we say those things and encourage if adultery and infidelity and whatever. If a woman, sometimes my own is think of your wife too doing that to you. That's how me I used to reason my own. But can you stand it? So I've seen men, even fellow women, say something like that, saying, whether you're the woman in the house, but can be in that house and be in peace because you don't have the attention. You just call, there's a way you will just be, the word is ignored. You know that there is another woman outside where he's giving more attention. And he just comes home because he's just painting a camouflage around people. So there are a lot of things. So what I'm saying in essence now, so women will know these things. But you know that you are in the house as the woman of the house, but you don't have the attention, you don't have the love. The, the money probably is rich, the money covers everything, so people will not know. but you know that this man is Randy, he's a Casanova, he's a community knacker. Understand? So now, this second one now rubbed us again in the face. Annie has always wanted to stay married and get married and all of that because I heard she's in the rehab now because she couldn't stand it. No, everybody's heart is not strong for some of those things. It's not even because her heart is not strong. It's because most times a woman is the loser in a divorce. I'm telling you, in Africa, you're the loser. Why you're the loser is because, of course, you want to be with another man. You want to, but it's you will not see maybe that young chassis. A man can easily go get married. You will not. You may not. If you may, if maybe there are no children involved, maybe. But once there are children involved, your own has finished. You understand? So Annie now with with the man, see them everywhere. In short, there was a video that was trending in December. I say, Lord gas, no one will keep us in this video. God, you could see that the woman was literally forcing her way to come and stand beside the husband to snap picture. See, most women are seeing shaky in the house. That's why I'm telling you. All these stories I'm giving or narratives I'm giving is for you. Is for you to prioritize your purpose. Prioritize. Somebody is disturbing me. I would focus this camera on you so that they will see you. So I've given him water. He's trying to disturb my video. Shall you see what? Please, this is a live stream, I beg. I'm not doing recording, I'm doing live stream. I've given you water. You don't need to put water in your coffee. Just wanted to talk. Just leave men. And now when you don't do, they say you're not submissive. I heard this guy say something. Kissing the couple, he said, men, there is no an average man will always tell you his wife is not submissive. Not submissive. He said, did God tell people God was talking to the woman, he said, woman be submissive. God did not call men and say, I'm calling you now so that your wife will be submissive. It was a talk between God and the woman in the scriptures. But every man will be shouting, my wife is not submissive. I don't know what they want. You should break her head and put it on the floor. The submissive wants to stray, you will still stray. Something I know. Wants to still knock Mboki outside, you will knock it. I'm telling you. You will still knock Mboki outside. So let's continue. So a lot of things were going on. We didn't know what it is. Only for him to come on his IG page and say he's fight for divorce. Like him and the wife have been separated for some time now, and they finally fight for divorce. Next one is his account was hacked. Next one is true and all of that. Just today, as at the time I'm filming this live, it's trending everywhere. Somebody from Edo State, they've even come out publicly that is the person he wants to marry. How can you rub adultery in your wife's face and tell me that you're polygamous? Is that not adultery? Men, can you stand? Let me ask now, can you stand this if your woman does it to you? That's how we should be in humanity. Most men, they can't, they'll just fence. I'm telling you, that's just the same way it is. We are human beings first, right? So the point is this: because of the brouhaha going on, the wahalas going on, the ups and downs, everything here and there going on, especially in marriages, because the leaders of the marriage have not been trained to keep marriages, on how to keep marriage. They have not been trained on how to lead and be led, and how to be a good father and keep their homes. Now the woman that is a helper is now the head and is not managing it well. That is why I'm saying prioritize your purpose. Have something that keeps you more busy or keeps you busy, that takes your whole being. You are immersed, you're soaked in it while you're giving your marriage attention. While you're giving your family and children attention, kitchen attention, right? Let your purpose count, because that is where the judgment will start on the last day. The gifts I gave you, the possessions I gave you, what did you do with it? I was looking for. My mother asked me a question. Let me even. She said, "Uncle Ali, where is your purpose?" I love my mother sincerely. She said, "Uncle Ali, on the last day, God will ask you, the purpose I gave you, what did you do with it?" And you will answer. I said, "You answer, I was using it to cook job." That's the name of my. So it was a wake up call for me to be serious with my destiny. Understand? If you realize, most times when women they have some issues in their home, they become more serious with what they're supposed to do. Do you understand? So that is what we are talking about here. Prioritize your purpose. It comes before marriage. It is an assignment that God has given you to unleash your potentials, to unleash that which He has given unto you, to impact, to bless the world with it. So if you're sitting down on one spot, hmm, saying you're waiting, my intention is to raise a godly home, to build a family, to cook for my husband. He was, I don't understand. Just take it of this word, go and write it down. A man that will still stray, don't you? It's good for you to be praying for them, continuously pray for them. But if he wants to stray, he will stray and go. And then what we're seeing now is that they're robbing adultery on the woman's face and they're calling it that they are tired and they are whatever. That is pure adultery. So, my sisters, because this video is basically for you, even for the men too, prioritize your purpose. Give it, give it, give it flesh so that it comes alive. While you also work your marriage. Prioritize your purpose. See, what I kept for my husband, he didn't drink it. He was calling me in the midst of this video. Just to tell you, you see, men, he didn't drink the water, he left it. He said he wanted cold water, even the cold one, he did not drink. But he's just testing my loyalty now. I'm a good wife. Oh. At least I gave him water, right? He didn't drink it. It was disturbing me, calling attention for the water. Let's continue. So, your purpose simply is your reason for existence. The reason why you were born, the reason somebody dropped a message and became a stray bullet. Yeah. Who became a stray bullet? The reason why you were born is very important. You're not just, they didn't give, God did not bring to this world for you to come and marry, give birth, take care of husband, and die. No, you are more than that. You are much more, much more. That is where purpose comes in. Prioritize these purpose. Do not put your life on a hold because of marriage. It is a if they agree, they have unity and unity. But you see that your purpose, oh my God, you can impact the whole world. You can impact generations. But your marriage is just you and your family. It's just you and your home, right? So that is what it is. I'll be back. So I'm back. So as I was saying, your purpose is more important than your marriage. Your purpose is your reason for your existence. Your purpose is that potential that God has placed in you to bless the world. Your purpose is such that with it, a lot of things can be achieved. So prioritize your purpose. Marriage is a good thing if it's working out, but don't put your life, because your life is encapsulated in your purpose. I like that English word. Your life is wrapped up in your purpose. I wonder how people live a purposeless life. No direction, nothing that spurs them, nothing that make them to wake up in the morning and want to go to work, make up in the morning and want to do something. So that purpose is more than it's more than your children, it's more than anything you can think about. So you have to be very intentional about it. You don't have to joke with it at all, because it is what you will be used and judged. I'm telling you what I saw from the scriptures. Parable of the talents. He gave some five, two, and one. People he gave five went and multiplied it and made it 10. The one he gave two multiplied it, and the one he gave one didn't do anything with it because he felt that the man is a wicked man. What it simply means is this: everybody has been given abilities, potentials based on what God knows you can do. By the time you start working those abilities, your eyes will be open to other things you can do. That is what that thing means, that they now went and got more five, got more two. Understand? Their eyes were open to other opportunities of what they could do. And that was what happened there. So, but the one they gave one didn't do anything with it. So you have to know that nobody will fulfill purpose for you. You are the one that will do it. And what nice about purpose is that it's not going to be a smooth ride. Challenges toughen it. Challenges brings it up. A need will make you to stretch yourself to want to bring it out. But if you're in a comfort zone and refuse to work, comfort zone is sweet, but nothing grows on comfort zone, grows there. So if you want to stay in your comfort zone and refuse not to do anything, you will just waste God's value. And God will look down and say, the purpose for which I created this one was a waste. That's the truth. If you're not fulfilling purpose, that is what it is. The purpose for which you were created is a waste. I'm telling you. So for women, because that is my burning passion and desire to see that women fulfill purpose, it's easier for men. Most of the purpose we see around are even being done by men most of the time. Most women don't fulfill purpose. They end up in the kitchen. Want to marry, husband, husband. In short, let me crack this joke before I continue. Hi. A woman said something. I don't know if you can see me. She said, if you know you are still in your husband's house, let's stay there. Remain there. Remain in your husband's house. She said that 6 months she has been with the mechanic. Say, be grateful to them. Why am I thank you? That they said that the fan belt for how many hours now she has been sitting in her car waiting for mechanic. She cannot park this car and wait for the mechanic. She doesn't know the person that much. So she was now trying to say that to tell women that if they keep you for husband there, understand? A lot of things that we want to make, nobody has it all. We just have perfect marriages. We only have people that can manage their challenges perfectly. That's what I observe. We just know how to package these things and know how to solve these things, right? So she made that, it was so funny. I just chipped it in as a comic relief for you to laugh a little. She said, husband has just been thanking your brother. She has been in the sun since morning, waiting for mechanic to fix fan belt, what and this and that. And the truth is that most times it's men that fix those things. Most times women don't even know what is in the car. They don't know sometimes. Some know anyway. There are people that are grassroots, their husbands are not here. Their husbands are in other states. So they basically fix those things themselves. I know a lot of women like that. And also know women a lot that they don't know anything. Some things is their husband that do it. For example, we talk about things like concerning some electricals in my house. I don't know. No, God, they do. I don't know. And I'm like, this is not just my area. And in my mind, I'll be like, I have somebody that is doing these things. So why will I understand? So sometimes, to be sincere, I've thought one that I said, God bless his mouth. I'm grateful. Because if you leave me at those things, that's just not what I my area. That is it. I will not even go there. The least I could do, or the most I could do, is maybe if I have somebody, I just call the person to work it and fix it, and that's all. I will not even, I won't try it because I have what is my strength. And that is what I want to talk before I go back to people. This is a little digression. Don't underestimate another person's strength. Some people's strengths are what's called weakness. So when strength is not what is your strength, don't think the person is not lazy. Oh. It's not lazy at all. Let me drink the water I brought for. I said I should go and get some water. I didn't drink it. I didn't need to do my school for me to do. I wanted to test my submissiveness while I'm doing live video. I'm a very submissive, I'm a very submissive woman. Mm. You see, member, now you see what I was saying. If they want to stray, they will stray because they already are adults. They are very egotistical. The third one, society have tell them that it's okay. It's okay. You're the man. Anyhow, the woman know what makes she leave. Understand? A lot of things are giving them panaga. Water. Let me say it the way it will sound strong. So that is why they can easily stray. Let your people speak more. Let your people speak. Be intentional with it. Hmm. If you have any questions, any concern, if you doubt this topic, you feel I'm doing too much, you feel the topic should not be what it is, let's interact in the comment section. Let's interact in the comment section. Let's interact there. Are you ready? I've come to the end of the room. Plant one or two. All I'm saying is prioritize your papers. Let it be number one. Let it be number one. Let your papers be number one. Marriage is okay. But if you look at what is happening right now, if you have not clicked in your psyche, I'm reiterating it for you to click, I'm shouting it for you to click. Prioritize your papers. Have something aside from marriage that you can look back and the thing they give you joy. Understand? Hmm. Immediately, you'll strange, like a straying bullet. May remember that she had potentials that she has never used before. Because if she stayed like that, the pains would kill her faster. She needed to start working. She became very busy. So that is what I have to say. All right, thank you for listening to the end of this video. I'm so grateful. I'm so elated. I'm so, what do I say again? I'm so happy that you came live to watch me. So grateful. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for being amazing. See you again in my next live.